All right, everyone. So this will be a full sling setup video, so we'll see how this goes. So this is the Centrifuge Training sling. Comes with the sling hook. When you get it out of the package, this is just how it gets set up. This is just how it comes. So first thing that we're going to do is remove all the hardware. All right. So second part of this is I need to measure exactly how much of this sling I need in order to set up the tail end here. So the first part of this is I want to measure this so that it sits just on the far side of the buttstock. So it's about like that. So next thing I'm going to do is first piece I put on is the sling hook, making sure that the hook is pointed down or towards the same direction as the pistol grip. So this just gets fed through like this. It's going to set up right there. All right, next piece I'm going to go through is I just use one tri-glide on this one. All right, now that's set up. So then come back, and now I'm going to add my QD. Right, so the QD goes through. Right, so. And then to lock the sling hook in place, slides through, slides through, and then this loops back in on itself. So everything's all locked into place, and then now I can attach the QD. My fingers decide to work correctly today. Now I have it set up. I'll probably make a small adjustment to get this sling hook forward more. So now that we have the buttstock end set up, now I'm going to set up the forend or the sling tightness overall, how it pins against my body. Now some key things to keep in mind here: if you're going to use the sling hook system correctly, it has to run off the buttstock. It's designed to run off the buttstock. If you're the kind of person who runs your sling off the castle nut, this isn't going to work. Like, this isn't enough space in order for it to tighten down. If it just goes from the castle nut here to the base of your forend. So with that, or how I adjust the tension, is this wraps around my body, and then since I already have the QD attached, I then run through here, and I make sure that this is at full tension. So this is what it will look like when I go to tighten this sling against my body, and I make some minor adjustments. So I may have to back this off a little bit and then work this out a little bit, or I may have to like work this in and work this down farther. So now that I have this adjusted for the appropriate tension, now I just have to get this set up. So runs through the QD, comes back to the tri-glide, run through once, twice, and then back forward again to lock it into place. So now that I have this set up, so this is the tension to go, this is at max tension around my body. So it's fairly tight with no kit on, so that when I'm wearing kit, it's actually completely tight. So with that, now just to double check to make sure that it will work correctly, and loosen this up. Get this little bit here. This loops through the sling hook. Now I like folding the pad underneath, so it keeps it all contained in one little spot. You don't have to do that. You can run this all the way out. if you want to as well. And then in order to tighten this down, just pulling forward, tensioning this down, and now that's in its complete stowed position. And then now when I want to deploy it, just simply release, and now it's set, ready to go. And the last thing I would do is just trim the excess off of this. So there you go, that's the complete Sling setup.